begin positioning yourself into a child's pose, knees on the floor, hips over feet, and curl up into a cat, into a 4-point kneeling position, and relax the shoulders with the breath. Now, before we begin the inverted V push-pull, we're just going to demonstrate what the push and pull is going to be during the inverted V. So you're going to curl your toes under. So the push, you will push yourself back with your hands, push your hands forward, and the pull, you will pull your hands into the floor. Just like that. So the purpose of the push and pull is to get a different feel and stress signal onto the shoulders during the inverted V. So now you can straighten your knees and put your hips up. Go ahead and push. And pull. And push. And pull. Push. And pull. And push. And pull. And continue that, counting to 5 between each push and pull for a few more moments. And get ready. We're going to very soon lower our knees. After you feel that nice squeeze, lower your knees and curl your toes back up, push forward, and sit back. And rest there for a while. Take 3 nice full breaths in and out. Now you can stay in the kneeling position. And we're just going to place our hands on the floor again. Our foot is under our knee in the front. And we're just gonna shift forward and backward. Nice and slowly at first. If you like counting, feel free to count how many you do and do the same on the other side. And as we continue this motion, we're going to start aiming to drive a little more momentum going forward when it's comfortable, so that we can actually spring back a little bit. Now, oftentimes there will be something in the chain that really gets in the way of that springing happening nicely. So just do your best. Okay, now switch sides. Right leg forward. Heel under your knee. Hands on the floor. And go ahead and lean forward into that. And just make sure your knee is comfortable at all times. Don't go farther forward than it's comfortable. And begin adding that momentum and the spring into that motion. For this motion, you'll need your ball and get into a kneeling position. Turn your left foot out and raise your left knee. And you're going to take your ball and you're going to place it as best you can in the little bend behind your knee. And depending on the size of your ball, you may have to get pretty deep into the bend. Now, this is a really good way to target ankle mobility. So just sink in as far as you can and really just aim for a nice springing motion using the elasticity of the bottom of your foot and your Achilles tendon to just spring yourself back and send yourself into your movement with enough momentum that it will create spring too. Okay, that's enough for that side. Drop your left knee, bring your right foot out, and raise your right knee, and place the ball underneath your knee on this side. And we'll do the same here. Remember to pull with your left knee and your right heel. Alright, that's enough of that. Now if you do not have a ball, you can just kick your mat and do the motion without the ball. And really focus on springing into it and bouncing back. This version of the side bend is more about elasticity. Okay, that's good. Now switch sides. And bend to the right, making sure your knee is in line with your foot on the right side. And you can use your right hand to keep your knee as in line as possible. If you need, you can move your right foot forward. Do not continue if it's uncomfortable. That's good. Continuing from the seated kneeling position, we'll do the curl up motion and sit back motion, and start with your feet about shoulder width apart. And then I want you to bring your toes together so that there's a slight rotation of the hip inward. And then sit back, curl the pelvis, and spin in the upright position again. And continue that at your own pace. We're going slowly with this movement. And last one. Feet together, curl up, and raise your arms. Breathe in and lift your head, realign your spine, and exhale. Now the second variation today is having your feet just straight back from your knees. We've done this one before, so go ahead and flow into the curl up and sit back. And last one here, sit back, curl forward and up, and raise your arms, breathe in, look up, and just realign your spine. Now for the final one, you're going to rotate your feet apart from each other, so turn your hips out, and you'll notice each one of these is a slight variation. You may notice one's easier than the other. Just take your time with each of these and sit back and curl up and continue. Last one. Sit back, curl up, raise your arms, the big breath in, look upwards, and exhale, and realign your spine. Our final motion, upswing C, is a combination of the two before. There's the double knee drop with the arm swing, so I'll demonstrate that, and then there's the forward fold with the double knee bend. Bend arms, forward fold, swing up. Just follow along with that slowly and have some fun. All right, and we'll do one last dip. Perfect.